Hello, 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 beautiful, amazing souls. Thank you so much for joining me today in this tarot with PinOak on a Wednesday afternoon. So, today I am practicing with some new equipment. So, if you are joining me live and you can drop in the chat, let me know if you can hear me okay. Let me know with a 1111. And I'm going to start today off with a new deck, and we are going to be doing collective readings. So if you have found this message, it is for you. And we are going to be asking our angels, our spirits, our guides for any wisdom that we need to know in this now moment. And today we are connecting with the Light and Dark Dreams Oracle by Scott Howden. Super loving the artwork in this deck. So, hi, Lala. Lala, yes. Oh my gosh, yay. I'm so grateful. I got a new mic and it took me a million years to get set up because apparently Apple is very, very strict on the microphones that you can use with their products. So, anyways, we are on a journey today of learning how to adapt and being gracious with ourselves and allowing things to simply be. That's been a really big lesson. So, thank you. I got this crown when I was down in Florida with Jen. Oh my gosh, it's one of five the lady made. It has some really beautiful quartz and uh, rainbow auras. So, okay, let's see. Let's see what messages we have for today. I'm really grateful. I haven't pulled any of these cards yet, so I will be utilizing the book today while I get to know these cards. So, thank you so much for practicing today with me in this beautiful deck. So, the first card that we pulled is card number 8, which is the Shadow. Oh, yeah. Look at that beautiful elf queen, princess, rogue. I'm not sure 100% what her title is, but nevertheless, she has her companion and her shield. Well, I guess, anyways, let's see what the book has to say. Isn't it beautiful? Lala, thanks for joining me. Appreciate you. And everyone else who's joining on the replay. Okay. Card number 8, the Shadow. Be guided by knowledge and understanding. Ignorance, seek, learn, understand. The almost translucent elven mage, oh, she's a mage. Okay, cool. Stands in contrast to the ebony crow resting on her hand. She is a collector of ancient lore, magic, and histories. She uses this knowledge to advise and protect her people. Her crow familiar acts as a conduit of its own knowledge, proving greater insight, a connection to nature's magic, and a power of foresight and prophecy. Our ability to understand and our drive to use the knowledge that we acquire protects us from ignorance and makes us more capable of making advancements in every aspect of life. Our ability to understand our drive to use the knowledge that we acquire, to understand our drive to use the knowledge. So, why do you use the knowledge that you acquire? Why is it that you are seeking to learn what it is that you are seeking to learn? Ignorance more frequently begets confidence than does knowledge. It is those who know little, not those who know much, who so positively assert this, that, or problem which will never be solved by science. That was by Charles Darwin, The Descent of Man. And I butchered it. I didn't say it correctly, but that's besides the point. Okay, beautiful card. I really feel the message today from this card is about being able to see the necessary balance between the light and the dark, the shadow aspects within ourselves, the parts of you that you don't like to acknowledge, they exist regardless of whether you want to acknowledge them or not. They are part of who you are. And being able to see them as something that adds to the depth of your being, something that gives you, I called it a shield, right? At first I was looking at her shoulders and I was seeing it as a shield, and it's like, it kind of is, it's like her armor to the world of being like, yeah, I am this sweet little innocent elf mage, but I have lived life and learned the lessons to be able to be guarded and know when to open up and unfold that part of myself. And so it's really about learning, yes, learning whenever we're on our journey of being able to be our authentic selves and speak our truth. It's at first it's like, we're just stumbling to say what we need to say, and then once we get a handle on it, it's about being able to understand where you are empowered to do so, and to be able to rise above any situation. So if you've come through a place of maybe people just really not vibing with what you're saying, like maybe you really feel like you're the only one that understands what you have to say until you connect with someone who's saying the same thing. Spirit is letting you know that those incidences gave you the ability to know your truth without a doubt, without, like, it's knowing that nobody told you what your truth is, you came to it on your own. Beautiful. The next card we get is card number 21, which is the little owl, which is achieve balance. And she's gorgeous as well. Love the artwork in this. It says it's by Scott Howden. I'm not sure if he did the art as well. Normally it has both. I'll look it up when we're done. But it's this, she's naked. Look at her. And it's the full moon. She's got a little owl in her antlers. She's wild. She's free. She's in her element. She's letting herself be exactly what she needs to be in whatever time space she needs to be in. She's trusting her wisdom. She's trusting her inner guidance. There's something ancient about your being. There's something primal to you that urges you and guides you, and you are in tune with that aspect. And if nothing else, if you are naked and bare, you have shed all of those layers of masks that you have put on for the world, and you've allowed yourself to come to a place of just being in your authenticity. And although she's naked, she's not exposed. She doesn't seem like, I wouldn't necessarily think I could just, push her over. She looks fairly stable. And so it's like she's in a place of being exposed, but being solid in it. And my ears are ringing. So let's see what the book has to say. Achieve balance, harmony, equilibrium, healthy habits, and happiness. This piece is a metaphor for balance. The fawn's focused stare represents the clarity of her awareness, while her carefully balanced posture indicates that she is physically poised, alert, and ready for movement, should the need arise. Her mind and body are in sync and highly in tune to her environment. When we are living in balance, we invite peace and harmony. To achieve balance in our lives, we must learn to maintain equilibrium between our mind, body, and spirit. When we do this by creating, embracing, and sustaining healthy habits, happiness is not a matter of intensity, but of balance, order, rhythm, and harmony. That's by Thomas Merton. Happiness. I'm being reminded, somebody today said that they judge their success not off of other standards, but off of their happiness. It's a famous actor who was talking about the not winning an Oscar, but how they still consider themselves a great actor. And it's like knowing that you are meant to be the best at being you. Only you can be you, okay? And only you know what that is. And it really feels like, for my collective that's here with me today, that you have really been on a journey of finding out who that is and what they need, and how to be able to support that and how to love that and appreciate that. And I'm still seeing here with the dichotomy between these two cards. We've got the light and the dark, the sensitive and the upfront. It's like you've learned to really find a balance between the many facets within yourself. Okay, we have one more card that was popped from the deck. Ooh, I just saw a alien card in this deck. Oh, I can't wait to pull that one. I haven't yet though, so let's see. This one is called Nine Little Wings. Look at her, she's beautiful. Oh my goodness, another beautiful little fairy girl just out in the woods, being in her nature, in her element. And she has her little hummingbird familiar. So, really, I'm also getting a huge message for you to pay attention to the birds, the animal signs. They are always speaking to you. You have guides in many forms, but your animal guides are coming in very strongly for you right now. So, but I'm just noticing how she has this really gentle nature to her. And like she has to be a gentle soul in order for a hummingbird to come up and want to perch on her hand. So, she's finding this more gentle, exposed self. So let's see what the book has to say. Hi, Sarah. Thanks for joining. I'm practicing with a new mic, so if you guys want to let me know how the sound quality is, if it's going okay. I'm not 100% sure what the angles are with this thing, so we'll figure it out as we go. Is birds like a theme in this deck, or is it just a coincidence? No, it's 100% just a coincidence. It's definitely not, right? All three cards have had a bird. Nope, no, because the bottom of the deck right now is Poppy, and there's no birds. There's no birds in that one. And the next one's Pumpkin Patch. No birds in that one. Anyway, so no, it's just the messages today. Coincidence or not. Okay, let's see what the book has to say. Little Wings. Be inspired by a love of nature. Receptivity, observation, nature, and inspiration. With the delicate whir of its tiny wings, the hummingbird hovers in the dappled light of the summer forest. The elf girl is transfixed by the radiant hues of its heavenly plumage. It is a magical moment, and it is a reminder of the joy and love that the simple pleasure of nature can inspire. We can experience the restorative and inspiring effects of nature by opening our senses to the wondrous sights, smells, and sounds of the natural world. Sitting outside in what we think is silence allows a warm breeze or faint bird song to flow directly into our soul. Those who contemplate the beauty of the earth find reserves of strength that will endure as long as life lasts. By Rachel Carson from Silent Springs. Those who contemplate the beauty of the earth find reserves of strength that will endure as long as life lasts. This is reminding me of an inner peace that you get whenever you find that stillness within yourself. And for me, it really is going into nature. But guys, look, I'm an elf girl. Look, it is what it is. Hi, Candy Cane. Thanks for joining. These are collective messages. So if you're here, this message is for you. Okay. So this beautiful elf queen is reminding you of the power of your gentleness and how in the stillness you find the truth and allow yourself to know what works best. But really, sitting with nature is a beautiful opportunity. It's so often that we think of meditation as an opportunity to heal, and like maybe we go on a mission, maybe we have a purpose. But what happens when you allow yourself to sit in meditation in silence with the trees and just listen with your heart and know whatever it is that you need to know? And it's not about knowing with your mind. Your mind and our mouths cannot translate what lives within our hearts. Not always. We do a really good job. I feel like we really do a good job sometimes, but there is just some things that are meant to be known by your heart and your heart alone. And I just encourage you to create space to find that. Okay. All right. I am going to pull a few cards from my fairy tarot deck. I actually felt really called to. Actually, I'm going to read the poppy card because it's calling to me, and then I will pull from the fairy tarot. But I retired this deck not too long ago, and look, here we are using it again. So I love this deck. It speaks to me it speaks to my heart, you guys. Okay. All right. And for those of you that are here in the chat right now, before I switch to the fairy tarot, would you all like a card? We've got a small crowd, so if you guys would like one card from this deck, I'm absolutely happy to do that. Drop a 333 down in the chat if you would like a card from the Shadow and Light Oracle deck before I move to the tarot. I can't be on too long tonight because we do have a meditation broadcast that we're doing with Paradigm Shift Central. You guys can check the link for that. I will put that down in the bio. But we're going to end the day with a full moon meditation with Paradigm Shift Central. Awesome group of people. So but for now, this is the last collective message, and then we will move to individuals for you guys. And then we'll share some fairy tarot and probably end the night so we can go meditate. Okay. Because we have missions to go on too, like all the things. There's many great ways that we can meditate. Okay. Okay. Candy Cane and Lala, I've got you. And if anybody else comes through that, just while I'm live, if you would like a card from this deck, just drop a 333 in and I'm happy to do that. Okay, card number 41, Poppy. Practice forgiveness. Acknowledgement, emotions, letting go, and peace. This card is symbolic of forgiveness. The poppy represents a peace offering. Forgiveness involves the giving up of resentment, anger, and acts or thoughts of revenge against others who have harmed us. By forgiving, we aren't excusing or justifying any bad behavior for the benefit of whoever harmed us. Rather, we are forgiving in order to make ourselves feel better. When we forgive, we acknowledge our emotions and allow ourselves to move forward. Absolving others may provide us improved mental and physical health, less stress, anxiety, improved self esteem, and healthier relationships. To forgive is to set a prisoner free and discover that the prisoner was you, by Lewis B. Smedes. Yes. So forgiveness, it's like just because somebody does you wrong doesn't mean that you have to give that your energy anymore. Letting them go, letting the energy of holding on to the anger of the situation is a blessing for yourself because now you can take that energy and move it in a different direction. So honor that really beautiful opportunity to be able to see how you're honoring yourself in those aspects, and also to understanding that forgiveness looks in many ways. Sometimes it's spoken and sometimes it's not, but come to peace with it in your own terms, in yourself. Whatever it is that you need to do to come to peace, that's what it is that you need to do. Like, trust and listen. It's like what this whole message has been about, being able to be our, naked and exposed and authentic self, while also honoring our light and our shadows, which is honoring the anger and honoring the pain, right? And then being able to see the gentle, the reason that all this pain comes from is because you just have this really beautiful love, loving heart that, anyways, Poppy inspires us to allow it really is perfect with the full moon too, because we're just allowing things to be released from our life. It's a perfect example. Whenever I was setting up today, I said I was going to go live an hour ago, and I really had full intentions of doing it. I was getting things set up. I could not get my microphone to work. Didn't matter what I tried, every different angle. And for a moment, I thought about just not. I thought about just keeping to myself, whatever, doing my own thing. And then I said, you know what? No, I'm going to persevere. I want to do readings today. So, like, let's do that. and I did, and I'm really glad I did because now I get to be here with you all. So hi, Alice. Thanks for joining. And you are welcome to do whatever you'd like. If you come back through and I'm still live and reading and you would like a card from this deck for you specifically, drop a 333 down in the chat so that way I know you're here. And I'm going to go ahead and pull one for Lala and one for Candy Cane. Candy Cane, you are first. And Lala, if you want to put your question down in the chat, let me know so that way I can incorporate your question into the card that we pull. Candy Cane, this one is for you, my dear. Oh, I'm so excited. We're getting all new cards. This deck is so pretty. Love the artwork. And fun fact, this deck, along with many of my other decks, are actually, they are paintings. So like these are people's paint. This is this artist like work. And they just took their work and put it on an oracle card and made a beautiful book. Anyways, super cool. I think that's amazing. So hi, Amanda. Welcome. You came at the perfect time. Okay, Candy Cane, this one's for you. You have got card number 16. Silver birch, another bird, just saying, another hawk. And this is a snowy, oh wait, that's a snowy owl. What am I saying? Did I say hawk earlier too? Oh man. Okay. Silver birch, tap into your intuition, attention, instinct, understanding, and subconscious. Elegant and as ghostly as her surroundings. Elegant and as ghostly as her surroundings, the elf and her owl familiar pause in a white forest of dappled silver birch. Their knowledge and understanding of this place is second nature to them. Often, without thought, heightened senses and unconscious awareness help guide them to their desired objective. Part of our brains work at a subconscious level by recognizing patterns and making associations. If we pay attention to these signals, our intuition can be a very important guide to some of the choices we make and how we live our lives. Good instincts usually tell you what to do long before your head has figured it out. Okay, Candy Cane, you got something on your mind that you've really been trying to work through, and it's like your intuition continues to guide you. Your intuition is so strong, but your mind, it's like your mind is telling you that your intuition is guiding you wrong. So it's like whenever you, maybe it's, this is a Kristen example. If it resonates, great. Let's say it's 11 o'clock at night and you want a piece of chocolate cake and you just so happen to have some chocolate cake. You go in there and you look at the chocolate cake and you're like, maybe I shouldn't eat that chocolate cake because I'm working on losing weight and eating healthy and sugar's not great and it's after da 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 all the things. Okay, you were guided to go get the cake, so you want to, but your mind is telling you not to. What does your intuition say in that moment? Okay, it's like an easy way to test to see like, okay, well, my intuition's guiding me to know that I love my body no matter what shape or form I'm in, and I do a lot of things on a conscious daily basis to maintain my health and well-being. So a small piece of cake at 11 o'clock at night is not going to be this huge big thing. So anyways, it's understanding how to listen to your intuition to be able to get to the answers that you are looking for, but it's trusting that you will come to the right decision when you need to make that answer. And it's also another message of sometimes you don't need to know how things are going to work out. Like it's okay to just take things step by step. You love chocolate cake. Yes, right? Eat the chocolate cake. It's fine. Maybe don't eat the chocolate cake every night at 11. Like that's maybe not going to be the best for your arteries and stuff, but it's not as big of a deal as we make it seem, right? So anyways, I don't know. That's what I got for you, Candy Cane. Sometimes you don't need to know how to do things. You just need to trust that you're going to do the right things. So like if you really don't know what to do, then just do what you feel called to do and don't question it, okay? Oh, I'm so grateful. The bottom of the deck is card number 47, which is Shield Maiden. So I do feel like you are going through a transitionary period of like really learning your ability to speak your truth. So I feel like once you have an answer, you're going to be able to speak your truth and be strong. But this is like a pivot point for you. This is a changing part of your journey. So yes, now we all want chocolate cake. Okay, tell me why they sell it on campus. Like you can just go at any point in time and go get you a chocolate cake with chocolate frosting, and it's delicious. It's so good. Hi, Jen. Thanks for joining. If you don't really do health questions, then just general, whatever comes up. This might be more of a Reiki question, but can you give me any clarity about a health issue? I'm trying to stay positive, but going through a bunch of testing and no answers. Okay, Lala, I right now, since I'm just pulling from an Oracle deck, and this is just a one card, that is a little bit bigger of a question. I would love to go more in depth with you. Check out my Hey Hero. I have $10 readings on there. That way I can go into a little bit more for you. I'm going to still give you absolutely everything that you need to hear right now, though, from Spirit, okay? Yes. Wait, what? Did I miss something? Da-da. Wait, what? Now I want. Yes, Amanda, you definitely need to come visit. That is 100% something that needs to happen. Oh, Lala, you got a card that I peek when I'm flipping through the pages, and this is one that I was really like I felt such beautiful energy from this card when I picked it up in the first place. So let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Two hearts. Give and receive love. Attraction, care, affection, and fulfillment. The girl had a love of all the jungle creatures and felt relieved that with the aid of her elephant companion, she was able to find the lost cub. In the heat of the afternoon, the trio made their way along the trail. Sheltered from the sun by the shade of the parasol, she relaxed, knowing that the cub would soon be reunited with her mother and the rest of her pride. Love is recognized as one of the most basic human needs. Love takes on many forms and is experienced in different ways by different people. It involves a mixture of feelings that may include attraction, attachment, affection, and need. Everybody needs to love and be loved in order to lead a healthy and fulfilling life. When we experience love, we may benefit from an improved ability to cope with life's stresses, less risk of depression, increased self esteem, and a longer life expectancy. And in the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make. That one was by Lennon McCarthy, the Beatles. Okay, Lala. Okay, well, anyways, Spirit gave you exactly what you needed to know because health is mentioned in here. So, my dear, beautiful, amazing Lala, you have been on such a journey of understanding yourself and understanding what it is to love yourself. And at some point along this journey, you felt you had so much love to give, so much love to offer. And this love was beautiful and divine and sacred, but it was not received, held, and taken care of in the way that it deserved to be. So, Spirit is calling you back to your heart to love yourself with all that might and that sacred divineness that exists within you, to pour that back into your vessel and to know that your beauty exists in your own way and it doesn't have to match or measure anyone else. There is nobody else in this world that can be as beautiful and amazing and as loving and as silly and as connected as you are. So just try and see the blessing that you are and create healthy spaces for you to do so, whatever that may be, whatever that may be, with no judgment. You know your heart, you know what it has to say, you listen. but your mind convinces you otherwise. So, this is spirit saying that a lot of the health conditions that you're experiencing currently are affected by this extra anxiety and this extra stress of feeling this lack of love in your life. And so rather than feeling like, there's something you need to do to have someone come in and love, know that you can love yourself. You are worthy enough. And also, another huge message that's coming through with this card is, if you have the opportunity, if love comes into your life, if somebody comes in and wants to love on you and show you how amazing and beautiful your heart is, please do not deprive yourself of that, as long as you are respecting your boundaries and understanding your own needs and desires in that relationship. But just be open to whatever it is that spirit has, because you are not alone in this journey. You are not alone. You are so loved. You are so supported. You are so guided. And I feel like that is all spirit has for me to say. Just ending on and in the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make. In the end, wherever your energy goes, love will flow, whatever, it's all gonna grow. Put your time and energy into yourself right now. Love on yourself and don't beat yourself for whatever it is. You know what? For you want to know what my self-love routine looks like sometimes? Sometimes it looks like sleeping for 2 days. Sometimes it looks like not going out and doing anything. Sometimes it looks like going out and doing all the things. It changes. So let yourself be flexible. I have these are one cards, so that's all I can do right now. I'm gonna move on because I want to make sure that Amanda gets a card, and then I'm gonna pull a few tarot so that way we can end. I'll probably end this live stream in about 15 minutes or so. But yes, I love you, Lala, so, so much. You are absolutely beautiful and divine. And if I can support you in seeing that for yourself, I would be just absolutely honored. Okay, Amanda, this one is for you, my dear. And Spirit is having me show you the bottom energy of the deck, okay, is this card. And I believe this was the first card that I sent to you from this deck. So that's just a confirmation for you that this message is for you. And if anyone else is hanging out in the chat and they would like a personal card, just drop a 333 down in the chat so I can pull a card for you today. I'm just doing pulled cards from the Oracle deck. We haven't gotten into channeling or tarot. This was just really, I wanted to practice my new setup, and I'm really sad that it didn't go the way I wanted it to, because I was really hoping my Mac, I have that way better camera, so you guys could have seen me better, I guess, but it's fine. My voice is what matters the most. So, okay, let's not be done. I'm done with my own self. Jen, okay, good. Yes. Yay, Jen. Oh, what am I doing? I'm wearing a dress and I got caught. Oh, and hold on, there's a mystery card down here. Ooh, okay. This card is for the collective. Let's do Amanda's card first. Amanda. Okay, Amanda. This looks like you. Like, I promise you, this card, whenever I see you in my mind's eye, this is totally your energy. Let's see what the deck has to say. It says, Forget Me Not, card number 28. Commit to simple acts of kindness, empathy, giving, compassion, and connection. In this painting, I wanted to capture the moment of a small act of kindness. I imagined the girl as a Cinderella type figure. She too might be down on her luck and at the beck and call of a wicked godmother or cruel stepsisters. Here, the chivalrous mouse, aware of the girl's plight, wishes to cheer her up by offering a tiny bouquet of forget-me-nots. Ah, it's so cute. Every small act of kindness is an opportunity to have a positive impact on the life of others. When we demonstrate kindness, we selfishly promote empathy, compassion, and a sense of connection. By making kindness a natural expression of who we are, we also improve our own happiness and self esteem and help to liberate ourselves from selfishness, self obsession, and isolation. Hoo-hoo. Okay, I need to read that again. This one's for me. By making kindness a natural expression of who we are, we also improve our own happiness and self esteem and help to liberate ourselves from selfishness, self obsession, and isolation. 3 things in human life are important. The first is to be kind, the second is to be kind, and the third is to be kind. By Henry James. Amanda, is this card not you? What did you do? Did you jump into my deck and just decide to make a whole card of just you? Amanda, you have to be one of the most kind people I have met in my life. You are consistently showing up for others, and when it comes to the small act of kindness, never underestimate how powerful those really are. Like, this little mouse, he may just have, he's just doing his little thing, trying to cheer her up with a little bouquet of forget me nots. But you know what? That was probably the only kind thing someone did to him all day, or what it, did for her. So don't underestimate how powerful your small acts of kindness are, because they create little ripples that grow and grow and grow in this world. And the big acts of kindness create gigantic waves. So you are amazing. Continue being your awesome, authentic self. And the big message that I have for you, Amanda, it's really very much in alignment with the energy of pouring into your own self with what I said to Lala about being able to see how beautiful you are, and then Spirit just laid out exactly why. This is your superpower, your unique gift that you give to the world, is being able to give these small acts of kindness, because you know what it is that people need. You know how to show up. You get it. You see the bigger picture, and you're able to see where you can fit in to be the most helpful, and that fills your soul, that fills your cup, and you don't need all these other things. You just, that's enough for you. So be able to see that your ability to be that and represent that in people's lives is a blessing and a superpower all in and of itself. And so don't underestimate your beauty. That's another thing too. Like, look at how beautiful she is in her natural state. Her hair is kind of a mess, yo. Like, she's not 100% totally, like, the other girl is all put together, but whatever. Like, you are just amazing. So see that about yourself. I'm gonna stop saying all the goofy words and just know that you're you're a blessing in this world to the people that know you. And also, I'm hearing the same thing too as with Lala, is that you give so much, allow yourself to receive. Maybe, you know it's like being able to open that door of trust back, to be able to see that, like, maybe there isn't so much bad in others. Maybe there are possibilities to build more. So if there are love or opportunities coming into your life, whether that be friendship, companions, or more, just be open to it, my dear. Okay, my beautiful Jen. Okay, well, Spirit's telling me that I need to read card number 38, which is Peony, and then I will do my beautiful Jen. Na, na, na. When you're fast asleep, no matter how your heart is, oh man, beating, you keep on believing that a dream that you wish will come true. Okay, card number 38, Peony. Oh, I'm making everybody everybody cry. Okay, seriously. I'm with the moon energy right now, so I love you guys. This is a collective message, and then we will sink in one for my Jen. Card number 38, Peony. Take time to heal. Gorgeous. Again, look at this gorgeous, beautiful being. What kind of flowers are those? Are they going to tell me? Acknowledgement, compassion, peace, and rebirth. In the peaceful garden, I can smell the fragrant flowers. Hear the bird song and feel the gentle breeze and the warmth of the sun. I choose to spend some time here doing almost nothing. Card number 2 that is telling you to do nothing. Okay. I need the space to heal. There is no better way to soothe the mind than with the compassion and peace. So I walk the garden paths, observing the beauty, healing and feeling better as I go. In this painting, I have used the tattooed snake as a metaphor for healing. Historically, snakes are symbols of rebirth, transformation, immortality, and healing. The ancient Greeks regarded snakes as sacred and used them in healing rituals, while their skin shedding was viewed as a sign of rebirth and renewal. In order to remove on from trauma, it is important that we first acknowledge the pain, reach out for support, and if needed, and give our bodies and minds time to heal. Of one thing I am certain, the body is not the measure of healing. Peace is the measure. Phyllis McGinley. Okay, this ties in with the other messages. Your body can look like however it needs to look. Your peace and happiness is what determines your success and measure of healing. Your peace and your happiness are what determine and measure your sense of healing. So allow it to be determined by you, not by some outside forces, not by judgments of others, not by what it needs to be for this or that, but just being honest with yourself. And also seeing that as the snake transforms, it sheds its old skin, it releases that those parts of you that are just they've been around too long. It's like we find comfort in those. Maybe that dead skin feels good for a while. I don't know, I'm not a snake, but maybe it's like comfortable for a minute and then it starts to get itchy and it's like, wait a minute, I've got to do something. Like, where are the itchy parts of your life that you're just like, man, this needs to change, something needs to happen here. And rather than feeling like you need to come at that with full force and do the things and create up da da da, be still, be quiet, allow the answers to come in. And you know what? Sometimes just the act of being still and silent fixes the problem for you. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it's not fixing it in a great way. What is deemed as great? You're the one that gets to decide that. Okay. The itchy parts. I don't know. Like, now I'm itchy. Peace is now my new measuring stick. Yes, Jen. Yes. Peace is your birthright. Ugh. It's just something that life, we are conditioned to believe things are so complicated all the time. But I tell you, my friends, there's a place that exists within you that is untouched by anything outside of you. So, anyways, okay, this is for my dear Jen. Oh, Jen, they were peonies. Oh, I love peonies. I love the way they smell. I can't say I've ever really seen them, obviously. Okay, Jen, you got 2 cards, and it is what it is. You're getting both, so unless you just you don't want that. But remove the itchy skin of life. You know, Shake that old skin off. Do what you gotta do. Do some wiggle arm moves, like get some crazy chicken in there. Dance for the moon however you desire. Let yourself be free, move parts of you that you didn't know you could move and just play with yourself. Okay. Jen, I will say too that I am getting a lot of the same cards that I got for one of my TikTok readings today. So that might be helpful for you. I will send it to you. So, okay, Jen, this one's for you, my dear. Card number 33, Imaginarium. And I love this card because she kind of looks like Medusa a little bit, but like it's like a Medusa Ursula mix of some kind, which are both kind of deemed as I guess bad guys in the movies, but look at how beautiful and peaceful she is. Anyways, everything is from a perspective, right? Like who's to say what is bad? It is everything is from your own point of view. So take it for what it is. Those beautiful witches had amazing powers. So feed your creative imagination. Creativity, imagination, stimulation, and uniqueness. I hope that this beguiling figure provides an example of the power of imagination. I envisioned her as a powerful, confident, feminine creature, perhaps a warrior or a leader of her people. She is a master of flexibility in uncertain situations and personifies fluid grace, as evidenced by her tentacles. Her mysterious smile and intellectuous eyes exude unpredictability, while the pink roses reflect her gentle and happy nature. People often ask in relation to my art, where did you get the ideas from? I am influenced by information coming from all sorts of sources, including films, books, dreams, or walks in the countryside. Parts of these experiences combined with other memories and themes spark my imagination and inspire the subjects that I paint. A vivid creative imagination is one of the most valuable tools that an artist can possess. Our ability to use our imagination influences everything we do and think about. By pursuing activities such as reading, storytelling, or creating art, we can feed our imaginations. These activities, while being stimulating and rewarding in their own right, also enhance mental flexibility and improve our problem solving abilities. I dream my painting and I paint my dream by Vincent van Gogh. Ah, yes, Jen. Whatever happened to your little polka dot drawings, your little stipple, your dot drawings? Spirit's showing me those. Okay, side note. I know you've been going through a lot, and imagination, using your imagination and your creativity probably sounds really overwhelming right now. And so use your creativity in a way that is comfortable for you to be able to be an outlet in your life right now, because you can only focus on something for so long. You can only handle so much of one thing. And so when you need a break or you need to allow yourself a change of pace, remember your ability to be creative, because Jen, you are one of the most creative people I know when it comes to art, when it comes to projects, when it comes to relationships. You have an absolutely creative mind. And so also they're showing me too that like this fear that you have about maybe things not working out or putting your time and energy into something and having it not be whatever. It's like, man, you have the ability to create anything you want, because you have not only the passion and the inspiration to do so, but you're also capable. Like you are more than capable of doing the things. And so, oh, you should have so much faith and trust in yourself when it comes to doing things. And if it's something that you see being successful, it's going to be successful because you can see it through. But you have to be able to believe that your knowing is, it's like going back to the beginning of this whole night where it's like really you're learning to trust your intuition, but this is like mastering trusting your intuition. Like once you have mastered trusting your intuition, you are going to be such a freaking powerhouse when it comes to all those projects and creative ideas that you've got going on up there. So be patient with yourself in between now and then, and allow yourself to do the little things that are easy and simple for you to do. Okay, one more card for my beautiful Jen. And then I am going to end this with a collective tarot card from the Fairy Tarot. And then we're going to go meditate with the Paradigm Shift Central Squad. So, card number 34, which is Sea Glass. I also love this. I don't know if you've ever done any creative activities with sea glass before, but sea glass is super pretty and it would look great on you. So, you definitely should if you feel called. You've not been coloring much? Okay, good. Okay, calm, peace, quiet, and stability. Her attention is focused. She feels the smooth sea glass as the tickly lightness of bubbles as they pass over her skin and through her hair. She feels the warmth of the sun on her face and the weightlessness of her body as it is buoyed by the salty water. She is attentive to her thoughts and feelings, non judgmental as her mind drifts like the gentle current from one notion to another. Meditation is a practice that uses techniques such as mindfulness to train attention and awareness. The purpose of meditation is to help us improve our health by achieving a mentally clear and emotionally calm and stable state. Meditation has been scientifically proven to have a number of benefits, including stress reduction and the easing of anxiety and depression. A mind unruffled by the vagaries of fortune, sorrow, freed from the detanglements, cleansed from fear, liberated. This is the greatest blessing. By the Buddha. Mangala Sutta. Okay. Let coloring be your meditation and allow yourself whatever kind of time and space you need to be silent and to be in your own. But it's also about remembering that utilizing your creativity calls you into spaces with others. And so don't, it's like pulling yourself from isolation, but still being in your energy and understanding that you can utilize that energy to create a funnel for all of the things. Okay. Okay, my beautiful Jen. I've not been, okay. Yes. I love you so much. I'm so grateful for you. And I would love, actually, I've been really feeling called to host a craft night in the Cove. And what I'm seeing is like everybody bringing their own crafting materials. So, like, I'm going to probably have painting supplies, and you guys have whatever you want. And we're just going to do crafts together. So, if that's something that you're interested in, when I get it put in, click the links down below the video and connect in the Discord server. And let's do an arts and crafts night, okay? Yes, Sarah, of course. I would be more than happy to do a card for you as well. And then yes, I do have to go because I see we are so close. The meditation starts in 15 minutes. So, yes, a craft night. Okay. Hold your beautiful horses for an impromptu craft night for next week. What day is today? Wednesday? Yeah, it'll have to be next week. Okay. Next week. Probably on Tuesday. Okay. Sarah, this card is for you. And I'm finding this really interesting because this is actually the third time that I've pulled this card since I've gotten this deck. And you'll see why I say it's very interesting when I read it to you. Okay, it is card number 11, which is the winter solstice. And the reason why I find this so interesting is because when I pulled this card at first, I was like, Spirit, you're on the wrong, that's the wrong time of year. Like we are almost at the solstice, but it's the summer solstice and it's next week and we're going to do something for that too. Maybe we'll do a solstice arts and craft night. Okay, anyways, it's actually the winter solstice on the opposite side of the world right now. So, although it's middle of the summer for us. Wherever you're at in the world, look on the exact opposite side of the globe, and it's the winter solstice. So again, this is about pointing out perspective and seeing that your perspective in whatever it is that you're doing creates opportunities for you to see things from a different point of view, to be able to open up to information that is absolutely meant for you that you may or may not be passing up on. So um, there may be, it's like maybe there's wisdom that's coming to you that maybe the specifics about it doesn't resonate, but there's a embodied message that does, and so it's trusting that. Okay. Card number 11, the winter solstice. Take time to celebrate. Rejoice, honor, self reflection, and rebirth. In a secret and magical dell, an ethereal elven fawn enjoys the serenity as a delicate snowflake dances in the half light and wrap around her in a soft embrace. Her fine, festive winter dress, with its intricate spun gold embroidery, along with the vibrant poinsettia and decorative hair adornments, reflect the significance of the winter solstice. It is a time of reflection and renewal, as well as time to celebrate the moon and the longest hours of darkness. We can harness the power of ceremony and celebration to create positive change and healing in our lives. Life is what you celebrate, all of it, even its end, by Joanne Harris, by Chocolat. Oh my gosh, Sarah. It's winter in New Zealand. You are on the opposite end of the world as me right now. Okay, that's just too beautiful not to appreciate. So, thank you for sharing that. Okay, now the message for you in this, if you haven't seen the movie Chocolat, you need to see it because it's a super good movie, and I feel like you're gonna get a lot of messages from it. So, especially because you watch my channel, you know we see signs and synchronicities and everything, don't we, Sarah? So watch the movie. There's gonna be something in it for you. But besides that fact, it's in the darkness, it's in the stillness that we have the opportunity to foster the creation, where we get the chance. It's like once everything goes dark and everything dies, and all you're left with is an empty slate, a blank canvas, it is your choice as to where it is that you desire to move forward and what it is that you want to put into that. What do you want to do to feed the soil of the ground that you are walking into moving forward? Because right now you have the opportunity with the energies going on around you to really create sacred solitude for yourself and for your soul, and to be able to see, like, what is it that you want to see for the next 6 months for yourself? What kind of growth do you hope to have by the time you reach the summer solstice? What do you want to see for yourself? Because you have the opportunity right now to feed that into your existence, to nourish the soil under your feet, and to create opportunities for yourself to grow. So big message for you. I do feel called to read a little bit of Toyland. I don't have time to read the whole one, but it's the bottom of the deck and it's super cute, so we're gonna do it. I love this deck, you guys. It's so cute. Sarah, I feel like this energy has to do with you too, because like you have this really beautiful, like fun, playful energy, and which is probably why like darkness right now is probably not your thing. You're like, but I want to be out and doing all these things. But just know that like there is a benefit to being able to be that. Okay, here's the last message for you, Sarah. Card number 46, Toyland. Take time to play. This card represents play and the imaginative and creative forces that are engaged when we participate in playful activities. There are a few things in life that are more joyous and beneficial than the pure fun of play. Games and recreation are essential in childhood development. They provide children with the opportunity to use their creativity and develop their imagination and physical, cognitive, and emotional strength. While play is often viewed as a childhood activity, there is a simple proof that it is highly beneficial to people of all ages. Engaging in playful activities with friends, partners, or coworkers, or even a pet, is a great way to improve your imagination, creativity, problem solving abilities, and physical and emotional well being. Whether it is kicking a ball in the park, sharing a joke, playing fetch with a dog, or countless other activities, play is something that we should all make time for. The great joy of play, fantasy, and imagination is that for a time we are utterly spontaneous, free to imagine anything. In such a state of pure being, no thought is unthinkable, nothing is unimaginable. And that is by Carl Jung. So, for you, my beautiful dear Sarah, allow yourself opportunities to play in whatever ways. And I really feel like this goes with the collective message we just said, like, yes, all the power to having a craft night. We're doing it. And Lala, you said you'd love to paint, but you don't have the supplies. That's cool. Just like bring a pen and paper if that's all you have, whatever. Or go out to the store and get you some stuff. Like, spoil yourself a little bit. That's okay. Okay. Also, hi, Alice. You came back just in time because I have the most amount of time in the whole world for you if you would like one card from the deck. But drop me a 333 before I pull one for you so that way I know you want it. And yes. I'm so excited that it's actually the winter solstice where you're at right now because that's just too cool. What a synchronicity. Yes, a huge message of play lately. Yeah, and like don't judge your play. Let it be whatever. It's your play, okay? All right. I love you all so much. Thank you for coming tonight, and thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to test my microphone. Please join me in the Paradigm Shift Central Meditation. The link is in my Discord server, so we're going to be doing that. We're going to have a little meditation of some sort to celebrate the moon and come together and end our day with peace, love, and connection. So, we're gonna do one more message for Alice, and then I have to pull a fairy tarot card for you guys. Don't let me forget. Don't let me forget. No, it's okay. I have a ton of jewelry stuff. Yes, Lala. Oh, make some jewelry. I've been trying to get back into jewelry making. Wire wrapping is much harder than it looks. I made this. I made this. Like I wire wrapped that. I wire wrapped an earring I was wearing, but I took it off because it was kind of heavy. So oh my gosh, Alice, thank you. Oh, I really appreciate that. I was really worried. I was like the whole time, like, oh, I hope this microphone is working. Okay, good. Alice, this message is for you. Okay, and I'm going to tell you too that this card actually came out earlier today and I put it back in the deck because I was like, I don't know what this card is, but I don't want to see it right now. So, before I even start the reading for you, I've got this message of like just being open to whatever it is and like that's it. Okay. Card number 10, the Selkie. She's got this really mysterious beauty about her. And I'm also reminded that this seal that she's holding, seals mate or they have partners. They have very friendly relationships. Like seals are very I don't know, they have a lot of characteristics that we don't normally give to animals. So I think it's really interesting that that is her companion for this. Let's see what the book has to say. Card number 10, the Selkie. Appreciate the moment. Awareness, now, senses, and clarity. The Selkie and the seal stop for a while, enjoying the peace of the shallows. In this moment of awareness and tranquility, they sense their connection to the world. Above the sparkling ripples, wisps of the mist rise, brushing the shoreline with silken tendrils. They see a silver blue world transformed by moonlight. They feel the warmth of the water, the chill of the night air, and the subtle pull of the tide. They hear the gentle lapping of the waves and the calming sound of shifting pebbles on the nearby shore. We can sharpen our senses not by dwelling on the past or thinking about the future, By being attentive to our surroundings and the sensations that we are experiencing through this interaction, we can enjoy the peace and happiness of the present moment. Happiness not in another place, but this place. Not for another hour, but for this hour. Walt Whitman, Leaves of Grass. Ooh. Walt Whitman. Where was Walt Whitman from? Now I've got to look it up. Love me some Walt Whitman. Okay. And your people are Irish. My people are Irish. There's some Irish cards in this deck too. Like there's some heavy Irish, anyways. Yes. Blair is an Irish last name. Okay. My beautiful Alice, the message for you that I'm channeling through is to appreciate the now moment and to really utilize the energies of this full moon to allow release as the tides allow the waves to release, knowing that they will come back in, bringing new energies. And surely as they come, they will wash back away because that is the flow of life. And so to allow yourself to just be present with whatever situation you may be. And it's really not about like forcing yourself to be present or like catching yourself not being present or be whatever the case. I don't know what your self-talk is, but it's not about beating yourself up for not being present, but it's about giving yourself the grace of being present in the moment and knowing that in that present moment you do not need to know whatever the future holds or whatever the past existed and how all the things intertwine. I know it's hard to do sometimes, especially when you are someone like yourself who is very highly gifted and spiritual. And so it's a practice and you can treat it as such, but give yourself the blessing of knowing the peace of the now moment. And I'm also being called to point out this moon. Is there a moon? Can you guys see the moon? Yeah, okay. You can see the moon. There is a full moon in this card. And the lake has this really beautiful iridescent glow as it's pushing up against the shoreline. So there's like, it's giving me huge mermaid vibes, really big mermaid vibes right now. Okay. All right, my dear Alice, that is for you. I literally have just a few moments, so let's do this. What do we need to know from the fairy tarot for my beautiful collective? Leaves of Grass is very profound wisdom. Is it? I'm gonna have to look it up. I kind of want to read the rest of the poem. Okay, my dears, my dear beautiful soul family who's here with me today, I have a message for you. I don't know, I felt like singing to you in that moment. Okay. All right, ladies, you could be gentlemen too. However this resonates, it does not have to do with gender. It really is an energy thing. This is a story I know too well, and I'm not going to go into it because we all know what the story is. We all know what you're here for. Okay. It's about being able to allow this king of autumn who is in the reversed position to be like, see them for who they are in their authentic selves as they have shown you. They have been clear with their actions, they have been clear with their words. It is time to listen. And although your intuition and your inner guidance and all of the other things are guiding you against what this is being presented to you as, it is not your place to turn this right side up. It is this individual's place and responsibility to do so. And if they have not shown up in your life in the way that they portrayed themselves, allow them to be accountable for that in your space. It doesn't necessarily mean holding them accountable in physical words or whatever, like let it be whatever it needs to be for your own situation. If you haven't, it's different for everybody. But Point being is that it's not your place to change them, right? Like, let them be. Let them be. They're making their choices just like you are making your choices in life, okay? And what spirit is guiding you towards is to allow the tower to fall, allow the crumbles to hit the floor, and maybe just throw some milk down there too and give yourself a good cry. uh, and then pick up the pieces and move forward, knowing that you can take a hot bath and wash all those crumbs off and the milk can be wiped up. And when you move forward, now you have the opportunity for this person to step in to your life, to be who they want to be for you. But you know, they can't step in if you're still looking over your shoulder at what you left behind. This new person, they want to be able to guide and walk and be, you know, in this together with you. But you're not wholly present here in this now moment for that to happen. So continue being present and don't beat yourself up. You are where you're at on your journey, and it is perfect and divine and exactly what it needs to be. And this person may be that person. It may be. I don't know. I can't see their face. The point is you don't need to know. You're going to be able to trust. Look, she's not questioning her hands. She's following him, knowing that this is what it's meant to be. And it's about knowing that you don't need to know, but you know within your heart, but also holding this person accountable in the ways that need to be held accountable for your own well-being. Okay, you know the truth, let it be, accept what it is, and lean into your friends, celebrate moment. Look, you know, let's freaking have an arts and crafts party, guys. Okay, let's have an arts and crafts party and let's see ourselves for the beautiful, beautiful blessings that we are. And love will naturally flow into our life as it is meant to. So that's it. That's all I have for you guys. You know, they always gotta come in. Okay, I love you all dearly. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for sharing this space and giving me the opportunity to deliver these messages to you today. Stay connected with me in my Discord server. I send you off with many blessings. A namaste. And I hope you have an absolutely amazing rest of your day. Okay, bye.